What's up YouTube, it's DishDudeRC back with another video, and today I'm going to be unboxing the Rollarlo Omni Terminator. This car came in while I was at the swap meet for the Integy, and that's going to be my previous video. So if you want to see myself unboxing the Integy i10MT and all the breakages that happened with that, go watch my previous video. I've already got the tip on this thing because it says it's the 7075 alloy version, and I ordered the carbon fiber, so I was making sure that Amazon didn't send me the wrong thing, and they didn't. So without further ado, let's get this thing unboxed. Alright, so right on top we have a manual and wheelie bar, battery strap, stickers, manuals here on the back, looks like some body mounts, battery charger. It's two battery straps actually, a couple of zip ties, some extra screws, I guess that's for the wheelie bar. An extra pinion gear, that looks to be a 48 pitch gear, so that's pretty good. Some tools, some wheel nuts. Here's a body mount. I believe that's what that is. Actually no, that's a bumper mount, that's not body mount. Yeah, that's everything that comes in the goodie bag. We'll put that to the side. A nice big sticker sheet. That's cool. That's really cool. Put that aside as well. And then here is the truck itself. Get off the transmitter first. The reason I went with the carbon fiber version rather than the alloy version was because it's just the better model, and it was like $30 more in sale, so I was like, screw it, I'm getting the nicer model because, you know, splurge. Here's the transmitter. It's a 6-channel transmitter, so that's really cool. Channel 5 and channel 6 are here. Channel 1 and 2 are obviously the normal spots. Here's a switch, a 3-position switch, so I don't know what that's going to control. 4 AA's, and it can be run on a rechargeable battery. This is removable. There you go. If y'all want to do that. It's not wanting to shut with this in here. Oh, hang on. I think I know why. Got to reposition the wires, that's all. We'll come back to that. That's for later. Yeah, here is the beautiful truck. Go ahead and take this off. A little bit of ASMR right there. That didn't go in the trash can. Let's see. Oh! Rollarlo gives you communication for their WhatsApp and their email right on top of the truck. That's really cool. Save that for future reference. Anything in here? Nope, empty box, that's all. Tires are not on the truck. Okay, so that means there, yep. 2 tires in here, which explains why the wheel nuts are in the package. They're separate. 2 tires in here. Those are some really grippy tires. Not super soft. Compound is pretty hard. Not nearly as soft as like those Integys that I was just talking about. Standard 12mm hex, so that's good. You can mount whatever tires you want to. Oh, it's zip tied onto the chassis, so let me get some cutters really quick and I'll be right back. I'm also going to mount the tires while I'm gone, so give me a minute. Okay, I'm back. Got the tires all put on, and these tires really remind me of the tires that come on the ECX Ruckus, the full size and the small version. So, we'll see how well they perform. I mean, the tread style is what reminds me of them. These are a bit harder than those are, though. I mean, these tires are quite hard. not as plush as the Integy, but this does have some nice roof skids. These does have body pin tethers, which the Integy did not, so that's cool. Nice bumper protection, that'll be extremely handy. We'll say this body feels kind of thin though. Got the Relarlo symbol up on the top of the body, that's cool. Alright, so comes with a battery, that's nice. Go ahead and take that out. And it's already Velcro strapped in, which is also nice, so I don't have to worry about that. Strapped in there very well. It's a 2200 milliamp hour 3-cell. 3-cell. Cool. So that'll be very good. I do have a 4400 milliamp hour on order for this car, so just an extra battery to have around. Always nice to have more batteries. Shocks are... they sound like they have some air in them. I might need to bleed the shocks. It is a metal shock with a plastic cap, so it's like the reverse of the... wait, hang on. Sorry, that's a shock cap protector. It's a metal cap. It's hard to see, but it is a metal cap. Fully threaded body, so that's really good. This is the carbon fiber version, so it comes with the carbon fiber center brace and the carbon fiber inserts for the A-arms. I hope you can see that. See, what else was carbon fiber? No, there was some other stuff that was carbon fiber. Oh, the chassis is etched, which is really cool. You got this like Terminator style creature on the bottom of it, which looks really cool. This car actually has sway bars already on it, so that's nice. And a really nice front light bar. I'm sure that's going to be stupid bright. Power switch for the ESC is mounted back here. Full metal shock tower 7075. That's really good. Need some of those for that energy. Let's see. Anything else worth noting? It does say Relarlo Omni Terminator and Relarlo.com here on the side of the chassis, which is also really cool. I'm going to install the wheelie bar that came in there. Just not going to do that on camera. A nice big motor. 3650. Can't tell if that's kV or if that's the motor size. It probably is the motor size. 3650 kV would be really weird. Another one of those receiver boxes, which is really nice. Steering is good. Car rolls really well. Let's check the diffs. Okay, looks like it might need some diff tuning. If the diffs are, yeah, all four corners. Probably will need some diff tuning out of the box. Comes with CV drive shafts in the rear, and actually, I think that's, oops. CV's in the front, dog bones in the rear. I'm going to take the sway bars off. That's going to be one of the first things I do, because this thing's going to be jumped and taken high-speed off-road, and sway bars are not going to help me with either of those things. So those are going to come off, and I'm just going to go in a drawer. Don't see myself using the sway bars at all. I know that there is a possibility to move the receiver, not the receiver, the ESC somewhere up on the center chassis area. Don't know how that works yet, but I might look to do that so that I can extend the battery box and have this whole side be ready for that. That's not good. Little part was broken underneath the truck. Anyway, let's go through the goodie bag that it came with real quick. An XT60 connectors, that's really good. Alright, first thing is, it looks like a Relarlo banner. Oh no, it's a towel. That's cool. Oh, not hold it out all the way. Oh, it's a big towel. dropping stuff. Oh no. That's really cool. Like that. We'll put that in the RC box. Here's the wheelie bar and the wheelie bar screws. Here's the tools. It comes with an extra pinion. This is where the nuts, the walk nuts for the tires were, a hex wrench, and your Allen wrenches, and it looks like some extra gaskets, some paper gaskets for your differentials. 3S LiPo charger, which I have no use for this because I have actually good chargers. It is a 2 amp charger, so it actually would charge this battery in just over an hour. That's not too bad. I mean, that's pretty much what you're going to get charging this battery anyway, so pretty cool. I'm going to list this on eBay or take it to the next swap meet because I don't have any use for these. So be on the lookout for that. This looks like more lights, potentially, and a connector for more lights. I'm not sure. Comes with an Allen wrench and then some sort of jumper plug with a JST2. All right. This, I think, is how you mount the receiver. I think that's what this kit is. Yep, this is the extra bumper mount, so if you ever break one, you have extra. That's always handy. The 2 Velcro straps, always nice to have some extra Velcro straps. I currently don't have any more, so that is very handy for me. These are pretty short though, so I imagine the one that's in there is supposed to go around the battery lengthwise. Kind of like this sort of thing, and these are supposed to go around the battery widthwise, so kind of like this. Anyway, you get the idea. That actually came with the car, so we'll leave it in here. Instructions on how to mount the tires. I don't know that anyone actually would need that. And then instructions on how to mount the wheelie bar. And it looks like it attaches straight to the bumper, so that's really nice. I'll go ahead and install that after this video is over. A zip tie. Don't know what that's going to be for, but zip ties are always handy. Sticker. Is that a booklet or just... Nope, that's just one page. Okay, stickers. Optional metal upgrades. Cool. Looks like we have... Okay, so you can do the differential, your A-arms, upper suspension A-arms, and your lower... your swing arms. Cool. And your steering. Oh, and then it comes with all of the different option parts here on the back. Looks like you have 2 different size spools if you want to eliminate the center differential. You can also get a center diff that has 2 different gear types. Gear sizes. That's what I was looking for. And they can have an alloy center diff housing. All right. That's really cool. Extra zip tie. Never going to complain about zip ties. And then the manual, which this manual is thick. It is really thick. So, it's in a few different languages. Okay, full breakdown of the transmitter controls. That's nice. Let's go from front to back because that's how everyone's going to read this thing. Just general overview, cautions, warnings, safety jargon. Let me skip to the next thing. I'm doing this upside down, so it's a little bit harder to see. safety. Vehicle configurator. That's interesting. It's got a full table. It shows vehicle dimensions, voltage, ESC, motor, servo, transmitter, gearing, differential, transmission methods, CVTs, that's your drive shaft, tire size, shock absorbers. Wow, I've never seen that in a manual before. That's a really good breakdown. Same thing in more languages. General overview of the truck. This is a soft case LiPo, just in case you were wondering. And then, as we've come to expect by all the Chinese manufacturers, really good exploded diagrams. This is even better than the Integy I just looked at. This is so beautifully laid out. Chassis, drive shaft, or not drive shaft, chassis, shocks, and differentials. Full on parts lists. And then troubleshooting guide, that's super handy. Foreign language, foreign language, foreign language. Transmitter, I already showed y'all that. Foreign language. Okay, this is really cool. More transmitter info. The receiver info. Okay, so this is the other transmitter you would get if you got the alloy version. They only make one manual, so that's really cool that they have both transmitter styles in there. Again, I got the nicer transmitter. I got the nicer car, so I got the nicer transmitter, you know. Plus the price comparison between the carbon fiber version. Actually, no. What I was about to say is not true. The carbon fiber version of this car was a pretty big price jump over the other cars in the same category. But with the discount, it actually was basically the same price as the Traxxas Max. So you're getting a 3S truck that's going to be dimensionally slightly larger than the Traxxas Max. I think the width would be pretty close to the same, but this one's going to be a little bit longer. Other than that, the prices are going to be extremely similar, and this one's carbon fiber, metal chassis, lights, body tethers. The other one has clipless body system. You get this nice transmitter, so you're getting a good value. And I got it for $260 on sale, or yeah, I think that's how much it was. So a really good deal. And I'm going to clear this stuff out of the way. Then I'm going to grab some of my 12th scale vehicles and my 10th scale vehicles and do a better size comparison. I'm not going to grab the Energy since that one's broken. I'm going to grab the HPI, or not the HPI, the Maverick Quantum Flux for the size comparison. Just because it's a pretty standard size monster truck. Actually, I'm going to put the wheel on. I'm sure there's somewhere that shows how to do the ESC remount, but I don't need to do that yet, so it's going to stay. Keep all of this other stuff out of the package because I'm going to use it after the video's over. Okay, Maverick is back here. No transmitter issues this time. Transmitter side. Alright, so here's a wheelbase comparison between the Rolarlo Omni Terminator and HPI or Maverick Quantum Flux 2. You can see the Rolarlo has pretty significantly shorter wheelbase. It's probably like 2.5 inches shorter. Oh man, the front is really towed out. I'm gonna have to fix that with the adjustable links. Not nearly as tall. I mean, it's kind of hard to see that on camera, but I'd say where the body levels are, it's probably a good 3 inches shorter. I'm gonna check the shot position. Okay, on the A-arms, it's really interesting. There's a set of 4 different places you can mount the shocks on the front and rear. The A-arms, I think the A-arms are pretty much the same diagonally. I think this one and this one are the same as this one and this one. And then on the shock tower, they're in the middle. So I'll go ahead and move those up because, you know, as I said in the NTG video, I like my monster trucks as tall as they possibly can go. Let's get a quick width comparison. There you can really tell just how much narrower the truck is. This is considered a mini 1/10 scale. This is a full 1/10 scale. There's no good way to show the height, but that's length and width. So let me grab one of the 12 scale vehicles I have really quick. Here is a WL Toys 124018, if I remember correctly. It's their desert buggy. It's the brushed version. I have a Traxxas motor in here, so this thing does over 50 miles an hour as it sits on a 3S LiPo. It's pretty fast. The wheelbases of the two vehicles are actually quite similar. I'd say maybe a 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch difference. Obviously the buggy is a lot narrower. I mean, its tires nearly fit inside of the Rolarlo's. And obviously the Rolarlo's a monster truck. This is a desert buggy. Rolarlo's going to be taller, so let's grab a different vehicle. Here's another very popular vehicle, the WL Toys 12428. So many people have done videos on this thing. These wheelbases are quite similar. I mean, that's maybe a 1/4 of an inch off, wheelbase wise. Height wise, because of the light bar, the WL Toys is a little bit taller. I've removed the rear tire from this car because it's just extra weight up top. Obviously, the WL Toys is not nearly as wide. It's also kind of a desert buggy, rock rail racer kind of thing. So, makes sense. So yeah, this truck is probably around the 1/11th scale. Because it's clearly bigger than the 1/12 scale, but it's also very much clearly smaller than the 1/10 scale I just showed. So, a mini 1/10 scale or an 11th scale would be a very accurate size comparison to this vehicle. So, that has been my video overview of the Rolarlo Omni Terminator. I'm going to get this body stickered up how I want to, and also, I believe my camera has fallen down in the middle of the video a little bit. Sorry about that, I just noticed. Gonna get the body stickered up, gonna get the wheelie wire put on, gonna get the transmitter all looked at. Okay, vehicle update after I've done everything. Wheelie bar installed. Let me take the body off. Actually, first, all stickered up. There are stickers down here. I thought about putting something here, just couldn't figure out anything that would go there very well, so I'd left it blank. So yeah, all stickered up now. I like the way it looks. Now I'm going to take the body off. Okay, so shocks are raised to their highest position. Anyway, there's 3 holes there. I have taken the sway bars off. Front and rear. And I installed these 2 pieces, which are part of this kit. This kit is for mounting the bigger battery tray. You take these 2 pieces and then this piece and this piece. Those go here. There's screw holes. There and there. That's where those go. So you have to remove these 2 pieces of foam. This ESC will gets zip tied. This ESC gets zip tied here. And that's how you rearrange the battery tray in order to fit longer batteries. Don't know that I'm going to do that yet. That'd be something for the future. But other than that, the truck's all set up. There is still... You hear that little bit of squeaking? That's air in the shocks. I haven't changed the shocks at all. I'm going to run it how it is because that's how it came from the factory. I did a little bit of minor setup changes, but as far as like how the setup is from the factory, that's all the same. That's the update for the Relilo, and in the next video I'll be covering the 2 trucks I purchased on Facebook Marketplace. Got a screaming deal on them, so you'll be excited to hear about that. Anyway, see you in the next video.